Hello everyone. අද මේ වීඩියෝ එකෙන් මම කතා කරන්න යන්නේ Web Component Development 1 කියන මොඩියුල් එකේ යටතේ අපිට හම්බ වෙලා තියෙන වීඩියෝ සීරීස් එකේ පස්වෙනි වීඩියෝ එක. මේ තියෙන අපිට හම්බ වෙලා තියෙන පස්වෙනි වීඩියෝ එකේ යටතේ තියෙන topic එක how to use request dispatcher. request dispatcher එක කොහොමද use කරන්නේ කියලා තමයි අපිට මේ topic එකේ යටතේ සාකච්ඡා කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. මුලින්ම බලමු මොකද්ද මේ request dispatcher එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. The request dispatcher interface provides the facility of dispatching the request to another resource. It may be HTML, servlet or JSP. This interface can also be used to include the content of another resource also. It is one of the way of servlet collaboration. There are two methods defined in the request dispatcher interface. Methods of request dispatcher interface. The request dispatcher interface provides two methods. They are public void forward, servlet request, servlet response, throws, servlet exception, java.io exception, forwards a request from a servlet to another resource on the server. Public void include servlet request, servlet response, throws, servlet exception, java.io exception, includes the content of a resource in the response. What are the examples for request dispatcher interface? In this example, we are validating the password entered by the user. If password is servlet, it will forward the request to the welcome servlet. Otherwise, will show an error message like sorry, username or password error. In this program, we are checking for hard-coded information, but you can check it to the database also that we will see in the development chapter. In this example, we have created following files. First one is index.html file. This is for getting input from the user. Second one is login.java file. This is for servlet class for processing the response. If password is servlet, it will forward the request to the welcome servlet. Welcome servlet.java file. A servlet class for displaying the welcome message. Last one is web.xml file. This is for a deployment descriptor file that contains the information about the servlet. This is the interface of the above example. Request dispatching include and forward methods. The include method of the request dispatcher interface may be called at any time. The target servlet of the include method has access to all aspects of the request object, but its use of the response object is more limited. It can only write information to the servlet output stream or write of the response object and commit response by writing content past the end of the response buffer or by explicitly calling the flush buffer method of the servlet response interface. It cannot set headers or call any method that affects the header of the response. Any attempt to do so must be ignored. The forward method of the request dispatcher interface may be called by the calling servlet only when no input has been committed to the client. If output data exists in the response buffer that has been committed, the content must be cleared before the target servlet's service method is called. If the response has been committed, an illegal state exception must be thrown. මේ විදිහට තමයි request dispatcher එකක් use කරන්නේ. Thank you.